Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about Act 4, Scene 1. This is a famous trial scene in which Antonio is tried in a Venetian court of law. The judge, who is the Duke himself, appeals to Shylock to show mercy, and Bassanio offers double the amount to Shylock, but the Jew does not relent in the list. Portia, disguised as a lawyer, makes the famous speech on quality of mercy, urging Shylock to be merciful towards Antonio. However, Portia's request too fails to slacken the determination of Shylock, the heartless villain. She then turns the tables on him and allows him to have his bond on the condition that it should be an exact pound of flesh, and that too without shedding a single drop of blood. Thus, Shylock, caught in his own trap, loses the bond and has to depart with half his goods, and the other half has to be kept in trust on the condition that he becomes a Christian and bequeaths his property to Jessica and Lorenzo. Eager to offer anything to express his gratitude to the lawyer, Bassanio gives away his wife's ring to him, which leads to the ring episode. In this scene, right is justified in the fullest measure, and malice falls into the trap laid for others. This scene takes place in a court of justice. Here we see enter the Duke, the nobles of Venice, Antonio, Bassanio, Grishanio, Salerio, and others. Duke is telling here that, is Antonio here? Then Antonio is telling, yes, your grace, I am already here. Then Duke is telling, I am sorry for you. You have come to defend yourself against a stone-hearted enemy, an inhuman wretch without pity, totally lacking in mercy. Here he describes Antonio's enemy as stone-hearted enemy, an inhuman wretch without pity, totally lacking in mercy. If you see the textual part of this quality of Shylock, enemy of Antonio, it is written a stony adversary, an inhuman wretch, incapable of pity, void and empty from any dram of mercy. Dram means smallest quantity. Then void means devoid of. Stony means hard-hearted, callous. You can say callous. These were the qualities highlighted by Duke regarding Antonio's enemy Shylock. Then what is the response of Antonio? We will see here that I have heard that your grace has taken great pains to moderate the harsh legal proceedings. He remains obstinate, and since there are no legal methods to save me from his clutches, I shall suffer his anger with patience. I am prepared to face his cruelty and anger with a calm spirit. So here we see that Antonio is mentally prepared to suffer and Shylock's anger with patience. He is prepared to face his cruelty and anger with calm spirit. Then Duke is responding to the response of Antonio that one of you go and call the Jew to the court. Here Jew refers to Shylock. Then Salerio is telling, he is already standing at the door. Here he comes, my lord. Now we will see here enters Shylock. And after the entry of Shylock, what does he says? We will see here Duke is telling, Make room and let him stand before me. Shylock, after the entry of Shylock, Duke is telling, make room and let him stand before me. Shylock, everyone thinks, and I also think, I refers to Duke, that you only continue with your show of cruelty till the last moment. Then all of a sudden you will show mercy and repentance. Here we see Duke is expecting that Shylock will show mercy at some point. Such an attitude would seem more unexpected than your cruelty. Whereas you now insist on claiming the penalty. The penalty was if Antonio fails to pay 3,000 ducats, then he will take a pound of flesh of this poor merchant's flesh. That was the penalty. I am sure that you will not only try to show mercy, but also to abandon your claim, but will act according to human gentleness and love and forego a portion of the original sum borrowed by Antonio after looking sympathetically at the losses which he has suffered. These losses have been so severe to ruin a noble merchant and draw pity for his condition from hearts as hard as brass and as rough as stones, from uncultured Turks and Tartars who have never been taught the feeling of human kindness. Now, Jew, we all expect a noble response from you. So here we see that Duke expects that Shylock will abandon his claim, show some human gentleness and love, forego a portion of original sum borrowed by Antonio, and will be sympathetic at the losses which he has suffered. He refers to Antonio, and he won't be uncultured or rough as stones like Turks and Tartars. Here reference is given to barbaric tribes, that is Turks and Tartars, who have never been taught the feeling of human kindness. Now everybody expects that he is going to show some kind of kindness towards Antonio. Then what is the response of Shylock? We will see. I have informed your grace of my intention, his purpose. I have vowed by the Sabbath. Sabbath is a Saturday, the seventh day of the Jewish week, that I will have my dues and the penalty laid down in the contract. What was in the contract? That if he fails to repay, then he will take a pound of flesh. If you deny me this right, you will endanger the charter of freedom of your city. Charter here refers to the document by which Venice was given independence. You want to know why I prefer to have the rotten flesh instead of 3,000 ducats? I will not answer that, except that I have a fancy for it. That is his imagination, that is his mental desire, or you can say that was his curiosity to take a rotten flesh, that just to take revenge from Antonio. Is your question answered? What does it matter if my house is troubled by a rat and I spend 10,000 ducats to have it poisoned? Is that a satisfactory answer? So when Jew is expecting, that is Duke, is expecting from a Jew a noble response, this is the response he is giving, that what does it matter if my house is troubled by a rat and I spend 10,000 ducats to have it poisoned? There are some men who hate a gaping pig, and others go mad if they see a cat. Others cannot have their self-control when they hear the shrill notes of the bagpipe. Personal feeling rules our emotion and sways it towards likes or dislikes, he is telling here. Now to answer your question, just as people have no good reason why they cannot put up with gaping pig, a harmless domestic cat, or a wool-covered bagpipe, but when they are themselves offended, he is telling that, compelled to react in such a shameful manner that they must give offense to others. In the same way, I have no reason to give for taking a pound of flesh from Antonio, because I have a deep-rooted hatred and detestation, separation, or jealousy for Antonio.